Good morning from Nairobi National Park. I've just arrived in Kenya. I arrived late last night due to some complications with my flight, but the first thing I'm doing here properly, the first tourist activity, is coming here on safari to Nairobi National Park. And already we've seen our first animals here. Family of baboons. Little baboon with it. Brilliant. And there's another one. Oh, you got to do that to jump over this fence. Obviously done that a few times. So as I was saying, I've come on safari. I've booked a day tour, so we're doing a couple of things. We're going this, we're going to the Giraffe Centre, and we're going to a museum called the Karen Blixen Museum, which is a museum dedicated to an author from Denmark that used to live here in Kenya probably about 90 years ago. We're here for the whole day, out and about, and this is the first stopping so far. It's not a bad start with these baboons. So I bought with a company called Bigfoot Adventures. I booked it on that Fire Tour website. Got really lucky to get this. I am the only one who's booked this tour, so it's basically a private tour, private safari, private trip to the Giraffe Centre, and then also a private trip to the museum as well. In a group of fun. I mean, you can imagine this cost all of it just for 7 or 8 people. I mean, imagine 8 people in one space. It might not be as enjoyable because you won't be able to have sort of free movement. I can sort of stand in any which direction I want to. Roam around a bit like that, so it's quite good for me in that respect. There's a lot more other tourists in other cars here, but on my tour I'm the only one. So there's rhinos there. I don't know if you can make out just above my finger. What was that, sorry?
16 to 18 months.
Oh, is that all? Wow. So big.
almost 2 years.
Oh. Yeah, rhinos are my favourite, so these are white rhinos. One of them 16 to 18 months. Is one the mother or not? Are they both young?
No, it looks like one is the mother, the far.
Yeah,
farthest,
and they're close.
The other one is the mother. The white rhino, the baby is always in front of the mother.
Why is that?
For protection, the baby is always in front.
Right, okay. Just for information, this park is 117 kilometres squared, so absolutely massive, basically. So obviously today we'll only get to see a small portion of it, but what we've seen so far, you see the buffalo, some baboons, some rhinos, which, like I say, are my favourite, and I'm excited to see what else comes next. And all the animals, do they live in like harmony with each other, or?
Yeah, all of them except the lion.
Except the lion. So you got lions here as well?
Yeah, we have lions. Sometimes it's rare to find them, but we try finding them.
This is amazing. I don't think we get this close to the animals, but look at that one with the bird on its back. Is it not? I thought it would be scared of the buffalo.
Sorry?
Why does the bird sit on top? Is it not scared?
No, it's not scared. Sometimes it's normally picks the ticks and the flies.
Ah, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I think zebras are so like majestic, just to look at them. Absolutely amazing. It's just, I think it's so breathtaking when you see these animals, especially in like a natural habitat. It's one thing seeing them in the zoo, but to see them somewhere like this is just amazing. I'm not a big fan of zoos, to be honest. But safaris are just next level. So, is the park, does it have like, so you go out towards the city, there's like a fence or anything?
Yeah, there's an electric fence.
I was going to say, so you don't ever get animals running into the city or anything?
Some years back, it was a free space, so they used to migrate.
Right, yeah.
To other sides of the park, but nowadays they have a fence around the park.
That's such a great view with the rhinos and the city in the background. It's absolutely breathtaking to be able to get this close to them. We saw them from afar before, but we've since been able to get a little more up close. It's crazy, you've got the lion up there, and and you've got all of these coming to see you. All the safari cars have like these antennas on, you can see ours there, and I think they basically radio each other throughout the park, so that they can let each other know where certain wildlife is, obviously to make sure that the customers, the tourists that are visiting, actually get to see what they've paid for, which is a good idea. But yeah, the lion's fallen back to sleep. I think she's had enough of being poured over by all of these vans. Apparently the lions are only active for 4 hours a day, so they sleep for like 20 hours, which is insane. When you think about it, like 5/6 of the day they're a kit, and they're only up for 4 hours, which is presumably when they do their hunting and eating. This is incredible. Just about to exit through the gate now and head onto the Giraffe Centre. That was unbelievable, that safari. We saw so much. But been here about 6 hours now, so it's time to head on to the next stop. So we're at the Giraffe Centre here in Nairobi, and it's kind of a centre. Basically you can get up close and personal with the giraffes, even closer than we got on the safari. You feed them as well, so we've got a little cup with some pellets in of some kind. I say cup, it's like a coconut, half a coconut shell. So we will head over there where all these people are standing, proceed to feed the giraffes and get a few photos in the process. We've got a list here of all the giraffes that currently live here at the sanctuary. The oldest one is 22, the youngest one 1 month. Please watch out for giraffe headbutts. So the guy did say don't get too close to the side. Yes, the giraffe tried to headbutt me, and although it caught my GoPro, I was able to matrix dodge it myself. I did probably get a little close and pick the wrong giraffe at the wrong time, but I was fine, and I still highly recommend to stop at the Giraffe Centre for anyone visiting Nairobi. At the centre you can sit down for a complimentary talk about the animal and the specific giraffes that live here, and you can also look towards the famous Giraffe Manor, which I'm sure you'll have seen on Instagram before. Maybe one day I'll stay there, but I wasn't willing to drop $2 to enjoy it for a night this time around, and so after picking up some loose pellets to feed more of these long-necked beasts, it was time to head off to the house of Karen Blixen. I'm here at the Karen Blixen house. Karen Blixen was a Danish, she was a Danish lady who came to Kenya in the 1914 it was, and she had, along with her husband, a coffee plantation, and she stayed here for about 20-30 years when the coffee business collapsed, and she moved back home to Denmark, and then she wrote a book all about her time here in Kenya. So I actually just started reading it before I came on holiday. I've not finished it yet, I'm maybe about a third of the way through, but I'm coming to a house today, and hopefully that'll give me the push I need to get through the remainder of the book. So it's really interesting to come here and see. I'm with my guide who is over there, and she's just giving me a bit more information about this, so it's pretty cool to, having started to read the book, know a little bit about it, come and see where the setting was that everything actually took place. So unfortunately you're not allowed to film inside the house, which I suppose, I don't know whether it's just to preserve the sort of secrecy of what's inside, so that people don't just watch it on the internet and then don't bother visiting. But I would recommend coming here. I'll recommend at least starting the book first, and there's also a movie as well, which is something I've learned about with I think it was Robert Redford or something, and Meryl Streep. So that was released in 1985, the same year the museum opened. They filmed some scenes here out on the front, so it's probably worth watching that before you come. Think back to how different it would have been back in her day. I mean, some of the stuff she had in the house, like she had a grandfather clock from London, a safe that was brought in from Austria. I just like can't get my head around how these people logistically managed to pull things off back in the day. I mean, even today it's not necessarily plain sailing just trying to ship something in from another country. So how on earth they did it then? And what I said to my guide, I just can't believe that she used to send off the bags of coffee that they produced, I think, on a train to the coast, then on a ship to London, and it will be sold at an auction at a market in London. And this process will take months, and obviously once they sold, they will then get the money coming back the other way. But something like that, where you've got no, like, the money could have gone missing at any point on that journey back to her. The beans could have gone missing on the journey to London. I just don't know how all that worked in the day. It's just that a lot of trust was put in people, and it obviously just worked, like. And that was that, without being able to check up on anything, email some like customer support or whatever. It's almost unfathomable that that sort of stuff and that those systems worked in that day, but it obviously did. She was successful for a period until the coffee business went south, and that's why today we have such a great story and a great museum to come and visit. So I'm in downtown Nairobi now, my hotel's just behind me, and that's brought to an end a brilliant day. Getting up at, what was it, 5 o'clock to go out, go on safari, feed some giraffes, and then find out more about Karen Blixen. It's been incredible. I hope you've enjoyed the video even half as much as I've enjoyed living today. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.